everyone, Christopher here with McWane Science Center, and welcome back to SciSparks. On today's episode, things are about to get trippy. Hey, here's an experiment you can try at home. Don't worry, it's all above board. In fact, all you need is a saucer of milk, some food dye, and a single drop of soap. We'll start by dotting the center of our milk with a few drops of dye. At first it looks a little muddy, but watch what happens when we add a single drop of soap. Instantly the colors spread out like a tie-dye explosion. Whoa, far out. But what's really going on here? You see, I'm using milk here for two reasons. One, well, the colors really pop against that milky white background. But two, and more importantly, milk is mostly made of water. You see, water has this property called cohesion, which means that a water molecule is really attracted to other nearby water molecules, like a magnet. You've seen cohesion in action whenever two raindrops merge on a window pane. It's what lets us fill this cup way past the rim without the water spilling. And on the water's surface, thanks to cohesion, all the molecules at the edge are pulling on the molecules at the center, and all the molecules at the center are pulling on the molecules on the edge. It's like a stretched rubber band. All that tension on the water's surface is called surface tension. And get this, it explains why our colors spread. Remember how we added soap to the middle of our surface? Soap makes water less sticky, less cohesive, and that lowers the surface tension. But not throughout the entire surface, just where the soap was added. So what happens when we lower the tension in the middle of a surface? Well, let's take another look at a rubber band. See that color in the middle? Right now, tension is acting equally in both directions. Left just as much as right, out just as much as in. But cut the tension in the middle, and the color is yanked to the edges. By lowering the surface tension at the center of our liquid, the colorful dye is pulled by the liquid at the edges where surface tension remains high, and the results can be pretty psychedelic. And while this Technicolor kaleidoscope might put me in the mood for bell-bottoms and lava lamps, these techniques are far older than that. The Japanese art of sumi nagashi also relies on spreading ink by lowering surface tension, and it's been around since at least the 12th century. Look at that! That's it for today, man. Much obliged for tuning in. If you dug this episode, let us know by leaving us a like, and if you're jonesing for another, don't forget to subscribe. Peace.